Hello everyone, this is Mad Dog 32, aka JMDO Dolphin Fan. We're back playing some more Vampyr. Without further ado, let's get back into it. Last we left off, we were going to go... What the hell? We were going to go to, outside is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go talk to Miss Crane, I believe it was. Oh, shit. We're gonna talk to some more people, though, also, while we're out here. Just, you know, because talking's the name of the game. Hello, Miss Reed. I mean, Miss Crane. My name's Reed.
I'm not one to make way.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
What kind of crisis?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted.
Well, that's
I was
not
hoping
good.
there was another box up here, but...
There's nothing here.
Sorry. There's nothing here.
Some of the patients won't last the night without them. Honestly, sir, I'm beside myself.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead.
Well, yeah,
Now, where's
most
the
of the time it
hospital
is that
storeroom?
way. It's just not the
The
good
storeroom.
manufactured kind of
Fat
drug.
chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be
I
stored in
mean,
the old
to
morgue.
be hundo with you,
Perhaps I
a
should
few
look there
rooms
first.
here could be cleared out,
Where
I'm
is
not
this
gonna
morgue?
lie.
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end
Gotcha.
of a narrow street. On my way, then. Thank you, nurse.
Oh, oh.
Yes, Doctor?
Oh, I didn't mean to talk to her again.
That's...
Alright, so... wait. I was like, what button does that? Alright, there we go. We need to talk to her and the gun guy outside. So, where is she? Wait. Oh, yeah, we already talked to her. Okay. No, where's the other nurse? Oh, wait. Hidden thing! So these pop up when there's like hidden information you can learn. I might as well do that while I'm here. But yeah, like I said, these are hidden information points. Usually,
How can I be
if you
sure I'll
can't
not
find a
your
hint
unconscious
for a
body in the
person, they
house again?
probably have one.
I promise you.
So
will not find my
just follow them around
unconscious
for a
body.
little bit. It's usually kind of obvious who
How
has
can you
one.
say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Depressing. Alright. We need to find the nurse. We need to find the nurse. We need to... Oh, there's the gun guy. Where's the nurse, though? Not Dorothy Crane. We need to find the other nurse. I swear to God. Okay, here she is. I was like, I know we just saw her. Oh, shit. That's another hidden thing, but... Yeah, we'll grab this while we're here.
You don't mind if I search
This
your
guy
pockets?
steals shit off cadavers.
Do
Kind of
you,
fucked
sir?
up. But I guess
You
they
won't
don't
need
need
any
it,
of
so...
these anyway.
And he's a
I'm
merchant,
not
so...
stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you.
For a price, though, it ain't free.
You see, no one has claimed your body, sir. So it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables.
But
I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
we'll come talk to him about that when we get back. But... Oh, wait. Things.
It's locked.
Got that one. I'm not gonna actually read this letter. I'm just gonna... There we go. Alright, nice. So, where... Okay. Let's keep a damn eye on you. We need to talk to you.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm
Miss
Dr.
Hawkins.
Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Okay. Pose your questions.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful.
Nurses actually
want
nowadays do
more.
a lot of shit.
I
so
want to make things change.
shouts out to our female nurses. Oh, and our male nurses, I guess, if you're one of those.
But you're doing
If you're one of
something
those.
important here. For all the patients who need your help.
We save lives, sure. Each time we send a cured patient home, it's a relief beyond words. But since the epidemic, I feel so powerless.
Yeah, a lot more people are dying, huh? Alright, let's ask you some questions.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is
I think the
wreaking
whole,
havoc amongst
well,
the staff
I think
and
it's just
patients.
Pembroke that's going to shit.
They are
It's probably
running out of
everywhere.
everything.
If they got a sequel, it would be nice to, you know,
You must get
have
a hold of
multiple
yourself,
hospitals.
Sorry,
That'd be nice.
I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Because it's only this hospital, but that would be very nice
Nurse
if
Hawkins,
it was
the Spanish flu
multiple
won't
hospitals
last
and
forever.
multiple sectors of people.
Even the Black Plague didn't
Like the
kill
hospital is
everyone.
important,
I wish I could
but
believe
this,
you.
it's kind of sad because
But
this
what if
area,
this
even if it
epidemic
falls
was
below, like
What if
the
in the
main,
end,
like if
nobody
it goes to
was
critical
spared?
and like basically everyone dies, nothing happens. Like it stays
How
the
is the
same.
Pembroke staff coping
I
with
mean,
the
the staff
epidemic?
dies,
Well,
but
not well.
like Swansea
Milton, the
and everyone
ambulance
else, and all
driver, is
the
even more
some of the
grumpy
patients
than
don't die.
usual.
It basically stays the
Especially
same, so.
concerning doctors.
Which is the unfortunate part. And I guess it's kind of good because you can get basically
Why
free
is
XP here,
Milton
but
grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
ugh, Milton, he's the gun guy.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
No, it would be chatty with me.
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised what
People find new
dedication
shit all the
can
time,
achieve,
you never
Miss
know.
Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
That is true sometimes.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too
You are
tired to give
bitter.
a
Let's
pep
be
talk
real.
like Nurse Brannigan.
Goodbye,
Right.
Nurse Hawkins.
Thank you. Now we'll talk to Mr. Milton out here, because we probably want to buy some stuff from him anyway.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks.
I feel like he's
the
standing
ambulance
on
driver for
something
this
or
shithole
below
of a
something to
hospital.
where he's
That's
smaller
quite
than
a
me.
blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye.
I mean, yeah.
I learned to shoot
this is
during the
true.
war and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
It's
I'd
straight.
like...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed.
Alright, what's he got? Common trigger, common handle, and a green gun. Green shotgun. It's not worth the money right now, to be real with you. Oh, shit. Buy these off him. Buy some aluminum shards. I think we can sell back to him. We can sell that. So that. Use that. Oh, wait, no. I meant the. Hold on.
Good evening.
I want to buy some more.
I'd like
powders and
wise
stuff
choice.
off you. Oh, and then we gotta talk to him.
Good evening.
Don't worry, guys. We get on to the main stuff.
Do you know that
This
Nurse
is-
Hawkins
this is something
is
that-
thinking of leaving the
Basically, we have to do
That's
this
not
now because
surprising. We've
It'll
talked
make it
about
easier when we
already.
come back
Does it
here
not
later.
bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is
America?
it safe?
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation
A
among your
mediocre
colleagues, Milton?
reputation.
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a
Yeah.
difficult task.
A lot of
but
weird
correct me
cannibalism
if I'm
back in
wrong.
the day.
Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not?
I mean, yeah.
I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
They might need
Keep
one.
people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
And that's the thing,
So what do you
because
do
like
exactly
he's kind
in
of
this
right.
hospital?
But for a doctor
from
that
smuggling
obviously fuck with the
I've been an
Hippocratic oath of
ambulance
saving
driver
lives
since-
instead of taking them.
Too long, I guess.
So
I'll bring sick
I don't know how
people
they'd
here
feel
night and
about
day.
others taking
It's a dirty
lives. I
job,
guess they'd assume
but I
it'd
get
be
it
wrong.
done. Most of the time.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I
Damn.
escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left
Oh, shit.
an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not
We're
bring
actually
your dead
heading that
body
direction.
back.
We're actually heading that direction anyhow.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Alright, one more
How
question
is
and
the
we'll head out.
situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Goodbye, Milton.
Oh,
Good
damn
evening.
it, I hit
Good
it
evening.
again.
Goodbye.
Alright. Off to the outside we go. Or to the morgue. It's right over here. Actually, hold on. Can we... Here's a dude down here. We'll talk to him on the way back. As we do have to head back this way. I'm pretty sure he's always down there, too. I got my dope
Scowl
ass
voices in
sword.
the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
I could have swore that door glowed. Oh well. Give me that neck. Alright. Easy enough. Refill this blood if I can. Alright, nice. Oh, we can show off the blood spear. That weapon's actually kind of nifty, I like it.
So,
Alright, we found his wallet.
Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item.
Oh. That wasn't showing that.
Those two have
Yeah.
hidden their affections well.
Those two are a thing. And I think that's pretty much it far as stuff goes for them. I'm pretty sure that's like all they have to talk about as far as their relationship goes. Do I have a shotgun? No, I don't. I just have the pistol. Okay. It would have been nifty instead, because it's obviously it's left and right hand, so it's left hand sword or axe or hacksaw, whatever you want it, and then like pistol, stake, or blood weapon on your right. But it would have been nice if you could have two-handed guns, and it wouldn't be super viable because bullets. I mean, bullets are around a lot, especially if you don't use them. But it would have been nice if you could have dual-handed pistols. Just so you can have the option, like a shotgun on one hand and then like a pistol on the other. Actually, that would have probably made the gun build very more viable, because you can refill your bullets pretty often. But it's just the fact that you would have to pick between one. which is kind of bad. So I guess I guess if you put a gun in your main hand, but I mean like a pure gun build, you know, that would have been nice. All right, that's the exit. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Oh, look at that. We got us a friend. Mind if I take a bite out of you? I find it funny how scowls give you blood back. I mean, I get it's a gameplay mechanic, but in the story, that's kind of funny.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same. This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Oh, I was like, what? I was like, what's attacking? Mother. Give me that neck. Alright. Now we can grab this. Boom. I think we can open this door later. Alright, so... There's another floor, right? I think there's a floor above us.
Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
Water-rich blood sample. I think it's to make syringes, which I never goddamn used, so it's fine. But yeah. Oh, look at him. Thinking he's all impressive. Downstairs we go. Into the basement.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals.
I think we're gonna have to eat someone soon, because we haven't got a lot of XP and I want to level up some. Should totally try out this gun at some point. Boing. Actually, the combat's not too hard. Some of the later fights, though, depending on what build you have, and especially like I did a no blood run before, and like you get enough XP, but depending on what weapon you pick, man, it's hard because you got to pick the most broken shit. Because I had the stun club, which was very helpful because I can always just gain blood back through stun.
It's locked. It's locked.
Here we go. This is what is called a blood dagger. And basically what you use this for is you slice them a few times and you get blood back. There's a better version of this you get later, but I think you could pretty much rock this version, or this like dagger, for a long time. I know you can investigate this body. Maybe not while there's enemies, but I know you can. I worry with that, don't want to do. Make sure we don't miss nothing. I know we can investigate this. Yeah, there we go.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
Seems like it, because unless he has rabies, why the hell?
The chest was originally open to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman.
Something of that nature.
Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
Alright. Well, we got something to ask Tippett's about when we come back. And Milton and the woman, because obviously the wall is talking about the relationship. Mother Pfeiffer. Oh shit. Ah, god damn it. And the funny thing about the blood knives is they stun. Well, they don't do hard stun, right? They don't do like stun ball, but they do basically stagger, which causes it to be so you can spam it really, like boom. I can just spam this over and over again. It does a little bit of damage, and then I can do that.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Oh. Let's see if we can upgrade this. Yes, we can. Plus absorption, decrease in consumption. No, there's more absorption. We need 3 more dust for that, and how about this? Common handle, we need 6, and we need lead plate, and we need 3 more dust. So what we really need is 8 dust, or a shard, whatever. I mean, not dust, shard. We need 8 shard. Should be easy enough because Milton sells some. I don't think he sells lead plates until later, but he does sell the basic
sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Plus, we're gonna probably eat some people when we get back because of we have enough. There's a few people we might be able to get to. Oh wait, we need to do the investigation for the vampire girl so we can get her to the max, and I think that's her last thing she needs to have done is that. Ah, shit. Basically, when they're damn near death, just whack them with the blood dagger a bajillion times and kill them that way, so you just get blood back, pretty much. Alright. Well, cleared this place out pretty well. Man, I kind of want to just go straight to Milton and not talk to that one dude down there. The one guy that we didn't talk to near the river. Yeah, we'll talk to him some other time. There's a bunch of people we have to talk to, and we'll probably do that before we go back to Miss Crane about the medicine. We'll finish up all the talkative stuff. And the vampire girl, I think we'll save her to eat, just because I'm pretty sure at one point, I think it's pretty soon anyway, we go past her investigation spot, and we can finish up her investigation, and then get like one of her last hints. Oh, that's the actual in the game spot. Not in the game, but you know what I mean, like camp barrier. Oh, loading. This might take a second. You know how load screens be on this. Alright, there we go. It's actually got a little bit better than when I originally had it. Or originally played this game anyway.
Thelma
Oh, okay, just cut off this man's... Okay, load again. Not a good loading time, but eh. Well, I think what we'll do
she was
is...
being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding?
We'll talk to...
I should investigate.
We'll talk to her, and then we'll try to see if there's anyone.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
I mean, there's like at least a few people, but I'm like anyone we can eat without any consequence. Oh, do I have to? Okay,
Goodbye,
I think I have to give the wallet to Milton to talk to her about her thing with him. Milton, he's only level 2, mesmerized too. You can kill him hella early.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved
No,
your
I
wallet,
got your wallet.
with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour?
Nah, man, I don't give a shit.
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
I mean, he kind of said...
Tired of all this shit. Tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
During the war, I witnessed
people tend to be sad like that, especially when you know you're at a very depressing place.
It can be very damaging.
Maybe you're right. But we support each other. And that's all
nice.
that matters.
That is right. You're right.
You do realize you could both get fired.
People aren't accepting
Hospital
like
staff are not meant to have intimate relationships with one another.
Come on, Dr. Reed. Do you know how many rules are broken in this hospital every day
This is
just
true.
to keep it running? There's nothing wrong with what we're doing.
Nothing particularly wrong. Right.
I'd like
While
to
we're here, we'll talk
choice,
to you.
Doctor.
So we can comp us some shards. Because we need a lot of those. Right. So now we'll talk to her. Where is she at? Talk to her. Right, she's in this room.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Personal question.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right.
No,
Maybe
I'd say
this is
you
what I
guys
must
are
do.
the big hitters, you know? You're the ones who will probably find the cure for the bullshit, you know?
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
Yes and no? Like, kinda?
I know you're very close to Milton
We can get
Hooks.
Yes,
pretty damn near close,
Milton
though.
Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins, but are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we
don't see
break
why.
rules all the time.
This
Is he
seems like a
worth
weird
the
rule,
risk?
because, like,
Hey,
I understand. Okay,
I'm
doctors
no perfect
conversing
woman,
makes
and Milton
sense.
is not the finest bloke.
If I'm
But we do our best to get
like
by.
a family doctor and you're a surgeon and we're
That's
a
all any
thing
of
that
us
can
can hope for
fuck
nowadays.
with me because I could think something different than you. But a nurse and a EMT,
Goodbye,
like a nurse and a guy who just brings people on a van, that seems like very different, like works. Who's level 1? I was like, yeah, this guy's level 1. Can I talk to... Let's see. We'll go talk to this dude and see if he has any hints. And then we'll
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr.
then
Reed.
we'll you know, Try to eat him if possible. Yep.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside.
That's one way of looking at it.
But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed.
For a little extra time so we can finish.
It's called the
talks.
Cotard syndrome.
These videos may be 40 minutes instead of 30, just for the fact that this is a lot of talking.
She never refers
and if I can get it, like, you know, it reduces the amount of talking in a video, because if I do a lot of talking in one, then I don't have to in the next, and so forth and so forth.
It seems much more fun than
the time reality is the same, it's just better feeling on your end, you know.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
Goodbye for now, Mr. L.
So we'll go talk to Vampire Girl real quick. And she'll probably say something about their relationship. And then eventually we'll eat that dum-dum. Oh, it's loading. You gonna load game? See, the random load times are weird. Sometimes it loads on the weirdest things. If it crashes, then it crashes. But then I can do about that.
Good evening, Miss Howard.
There you go.
How are you?
Most of the time it doesn't do that, by the way.
Warm, rich, vibrant.
Oh, okay, so when I can't even skip the dialogue, it's how you know it, like, hard crashed a little bit.
Tell me,
not crash, but like...
why do you feel so attached to Mr. L?
It was loading a big thing.
Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Aw, sweet.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel,
That would be kind of messed up, depending on how you look at it.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark,
right.
to your nocturnal activities.
Okay, so how much is he worth? That's the thing, he wouldn't be, I don't know, most he'll be worth like 1,000. Let's go talk to the, what's his name? The dude about his procedures. It's not Strickland, it's the other one. Crane. Where's the other one? Yeah, it's him, it's this guy, right?
I'm quite busy, right?
Or maybe it is Strickland.
Thank you.
Maybe it is Strickland instead of what's it called?
Good evening, Doctor.
And good evening.
Yeah, okay.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory.
Yes, but you don't just experiment on your patients, bro. It's fucked up.
All that's going on. You should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Okay then.
Goodbye.
Dr. Ackroyd, you got anything to say about that?
I'm quite busy, right?
No, okay.
Thank you for your time.
That seems to be it for talking, unless I want to eat that one dude. I mean, no, we can go in there and talk to them. But, let's see if he has anything.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Honestly?
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick.
You know what?
Later.
Just because I want some quick XP, and I'd probably... like, honestly, we're going to start Xing people off soon. And I don't think I'd be able to get... Because I think they're the ones who, like, get him up. But I don't... At most, he'll be worth 1,000. Maybe 1,200. So he's not worth much more. So we're going to take him. First kill! We'll probably take... Well, no, we'll wait for the other guy, because he's connected to the vampire lady. And he's only worth 650, which isn't a lot. This guy's worth 8, so... And then, like I said, at most, he'll be worth 1,000 or 1,200. So yeah, we'll kill this dude now. And by the way, they never find the bodies. I mean, eventually they do, because they find out. But, like, you can walk around here and they'll never just go, oh my god, he's dead.
All I wanted was to go back to work. To take care of my children.
How unfortunate for you, sir.
Tomorrow.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed, a colleague.
Oh, sorry,
Are you
I
a
skipped
doctor
that.
too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh
I think
Chadana.
after we're done talking to this dude, we'll finish up the
I'm
main
just
quest.
Mr. Chadana.
Because like I said, that investigation for her...
What do you mean?
We won't do it in this video, but if we don't go past the spot in the next video, we're gonna do it in that video anyway.
It is just that I like to be precise.
I swear, though, we walk past the spot
I run a
there
little
once to
pawn shop
investigate.
while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
How dare you steal from the dead, Rakesh? Is that what your pawnbrokers is really about?
These
So is
people
that
are
British
dead,
thing?
sir.
Because that's the thing in sticks,
What they
and that means
possessed
rat
could be useful
or
for the
vermin.
living. And I'm sure they would agree if they could speak.
You should show respect for the dead.
Yeah, especially since I'm dead.
What about their loved ones who may treasure these items you sell?
The bodies I watch over are the unwanted and undesired, sir. I would never deprive anyone of their family artifacts.
What does he
Please
sell?
show,
I know he
of
sells medical stuff. Yeah, he sells medical stuff.
It never ceases to... Good evening.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago.
Oh, shit.
You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Oh, so relieved that she's dead.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
One way of looking at it.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Of course he doesn't. He's a fucking...
As a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
That's one way of looking at it.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks.
Ah.
A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there.
Yeah, seeing as I got
Milton
bit by a
Hooks helped
vamp
me get a
down
job
there.
here.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Yeah.
Why close the hospital's
I visited
main
that
morgue?
place. It
It
looks
was
like
for
shit.
sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the
Ah,
missing.
makes sense.
Sadly, very rarely happens.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No. I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Well, sure, in the grand scheme
you would
of
enjoy
things, yes.
immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
So you're ready to die?
No,
we'll finish up this guy and then we'll
not.
cut the video.
I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidam.
Yeah, it was a nice way.
Dr. Reed,
Thinking.
I am a foolish man, but I like to think otherwise.
Nah, that's it. I like this guy,
really
but you're a piece of shit, but I like you.
Cannot last.
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
But the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Oh, well. Some people not so lucky.
I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers,
well,
for the hospital.
Depending on how you look at it,
very
disease
cautious,
spreading is
sir.
not necessarily
I've been
a
a
bad
doctor,
thing.
remember? And all
Because
my
it keeps you
clients
healthy.
are good people.
You know?
In fact, I think I only know good people.
Well, you haven't made me
What
yet.
kind of
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to
I think he
buy
has like a
things.
level
So
4
I
or some
trade.
shit
I exchange.
persuasion, so you can't
Some
kill him
people
for
sell,
hella long.
some others buy. I like to help.
Yeah, he's level 4. He's a big persuasion guy.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidama.
Alright, so yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. When we come back in the next one, we're gonna be turning in the main quest, Night Shift. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you on the next one. Peace.